Uh, you know what? Do you think that more people are drinking because like there's nothing else to do? Like you can't just go out to be social. Do you think that people that don't typically drink are drinking now?
Mm, could be.
Like there's like
Could
it's
be.
nothing to do. Come and get a bottle of wine and sit in the house. Like just because even if I was to go out, I wouldn't drink, but I can be social. But like it's nothing to do, so I might as well drink.
Hey, like being social, like not. I mean, not being social is like harmful to your mental health. So people that used to being social, man, like I don't know, they're probably trying to find ways to escape being in lockdown.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? A lot of tough guys that say they're not wearing no mask. I'm good. I'm not worried about I'm not worried about catching no little
That's a
virus
black
and
thing
shit.
for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, but nigga, I'm really hoping Dewan say it's mandatory to wear masks or something on your face because it is a cost thing with getting a real mask. But if you can put a scarf or a T-shirt or something on your face to go out in public, I mean you can do that at least. But um, it's still going to be people that's defiant and not want to wear a mask. And that's where they're going to get taxed by by the police. They talking about in some states it's $1,000 if you don't got your mask on. 1,000. That's not that's stimulus check money. Your whole stimulus check gone because you ain't want to wear a mask, man.
I
Damn.
do. Yeah, we could go out, but like, man, we had a good time where we learned to have a good time together, during the quarantine. So we could just stay in. Instead of going out, like, do you think it'll be like a lasting effect, like down the line?
Um. Well, I can't really speak for others, but for me, yeah, because I'm like if these bars and restaurants can afford to give crazy deals out to get people to get takeout and get growlers and crowlers and stuff like that, why can't y'all do this all the time? So I feel like y'all overcharging me, overcharging me on a normal night. But now that since you took a little bit of hit in your business, you want to give out these deals. But when I still go in your restaurant to this day, I see, order after order after order after order. So I mean, I know y'all making,
Still making money.
a little
Yeah.
bit, still making it. I mean, the tips for the waiters and waitresses are hurting right now,
Yeah,
for
that's definitely
sure.
right.
But as far as the business making money, I don't know. Depending on what business you are, of course. But as far as the restaurant industry, it's a lot of takeout food getting eaten.
So
You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Mm, early. Wonder the Angelas.
Oh, that was it because we had a opener.
Yeah, man, we had an opening act. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another. There's the other Angela. Welcome back to another episode of Epiphany Media Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the opening act. Um, you know, now you get the hairliner. Call this little flip.
Yeah, man. It's been damn, it's been a long week. Just wild stuff I've been seeing in the news. I hate coming on the show talking about depressing shit, but hey, I just watched this video of a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old girl um, commit armed carjacking with a taser on a like 60-something-year-old man. He was old, and I heard about this incident a few days ago, but I didn't know it was a video. So it's a video of the whole ordeal. So you see him robbing him. They get in the car. He's hanging on the side of the car. You get down to the other end of the street. It flip over. You know, so the dude who was on the camera, he ran all the way down. And then you see the girls get out the car, but then you see dude just on the sidewalk, mango, like
Or you talking about depressing
crazy.
stuff right now?
I don't, it's just crazy.
Sad depressing stuff.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But hey,
They probably looking at the title, looking at what you talking about, like what the?
I don't even know the title. What is the title?
The title is called Kings and Queens.
This is like when you come to work and you didn't read the daily email, the briefing about what's going on this week.
You just pop up and they're like, "Hey, I can't believe Tony died." Like Tony, the shop almost blew up yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
What did that?
So first off, your mom said, "How you doing, man?"
Good, chilling.
I'm doing the same, enjoying a
Every day
cigar.
is the same.
Yeah, enjoying a cigar with no alcohol. You know, the healthier lifestyle.
Alcohol. You know that.
Yeah, man. Nothing. This is just tea.
You
Straight
quit forever?
It's taking a hiatus. Couple month hiatus, that's all.
Why?
Let's try something different. Might be old.
Hey, well, go buy you some packs of water and clean your liver out.
Oh, for sure. No, I got cases.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sam's Club. Cases.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't tripping at all.
My consumption is barely anything these days. I don't drink like that. But I always been like that. For real. I don't really drink that much.
So Erica joined us. Hey, Erica. So I called this Kings and Queens. So we could talk about relationship talk, of course. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the second week in a row.
Man, you got to do it.
First, we had to talk about old boy and his mishaps. You know, fucking it up for all the black men in America.
Right.
And now we're talking about kings and queens. I'm interested to expand on this topic.
So let me start with this. Do you call your wife your queen? Not saying that she is or ain't. Do you call her like, do you like, hey queen or whatever?
Ivory Queen.
That's fucking hilarious. Nigga, that's funny.
She had got one of these shirts off of Amazon, and you know, she put on the shirt, and you know the African traditional shirts or whatever, and she put that on, and I'm like, I mean, I really like that shirt. It looked like it looked like she came straight from Coming to America, but it was black, you know, and it had the little, you know, the V right here. But I'm saying I like the shirt. You know, she looked like more South African than, you know, Cameroon or something.
That South Africa is plenty white.
But yeah, you know, yeah. But to answer your question,
I mean,
you asked. Yeah.
So not all the time, whatever, but you refer to her, to her, like you call her. Of course, it's your wife, so of course it's your queen or whatever. But do you refer to her as a queen, like in a way where you know how older black guys be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
old lady,
queen, you know what I'm saying? What's up, queen? They try to talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like when you say, is it in that same realm?
The older guy trying to holler.
When you said, well, right, like saying it as not saying you're trying to talk to her, of course, but like I'm trying to describe it right. I don't know, like do we know that she is your queen because that's your wife, but like do you refer to her as queen?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Is it reverse? Like does she refer to you as king or whatever?
Not that I can recall. Like that'd be just weird, you know. if she said that shit, it's not even in her personality. But so no, she doesn't.
And I subscribe. Like I've never said it to a white girl or a black girl, or I never be like what's up, Queen, or you know what I'm saying? Just any of like the Queen talk or whatever is what I'm saying. So it's funny that you say that.
But hold on. But as a black culture though, you know, when we're talking about our black women, and yeah, you know, it's just synonymous. Huh?
So right, I can see that saying so what you just said, and the fact that you said Ivory Queen, do you feel like that's a racial thing?
No, it's just me fucking around. But
No, not that. I mean, like, do you think? I mean, because you just said like it's a cultural thing when like referring.
no. Particularly with us black people, yes, like we can call her any woman of any color queen. It really don't matter. But not every time is it used to you know, to holler at somebody. You just, you know, you may be bigging them up or something. Not just because you're trying to get some pussy. Like I never even used that term to try to get some pussy at all in my lifetime. But yeah, you know, for me, you know, yeah, I can't speak for other people. But
So would it be weird to you if you was out somewhere? Let's say you out solo at anywhere, and you see you see like let's say a white couple, and they're referring to themselves as king and queen. Like you're saying,
no, it wouldn't be weird.
That's it. That wouldn't be weird to you?
No,
that's strange to me, man.
I mean, you got.
And I don't mean like prom king and queen. I'm talking about in the sense that we're talking about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me at all. But but in the same token, you got what's that? Harry and Queen Elizabeth, real queens, over there in the UK. So I mean, I don't know, but I only can speak for myself. I only can speak for myself though when it comes to these questions, and for me, it wouldn't bother me at all. You know, especially a couple. You know, like I didn't see an interracial couple with, you know, with the shirts. Like I'm his king, and you know she's my queen or whatever. So,
like I think referring to, you know, like somebody whoever the king or queen in your life, like I think that makes sense. So for you, so you don't think that it has nothing to do with race at all, like the king and queen part of it. So is it like a respect thing? Is it like a like, because I'm sure certain stuff if you heard like a couple or a group of white people saying you like, you know, they stole it from the culture or whatever, and you would be not even offended, but you would be like, that's weird to hear them say that. You know what I'm saying? Compared to,
but in that instance, I wouldn't think that they that they stole it from the culture though. But in that instance, no.
Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, I don't. Not that I would be offended or anything, but I still think it's weird. Like I think it would sound. I've never even heard. Like I've seen the shirts, right? The interracial shirts. I've never heard it though. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be different, like hitting your eardrum. You know what I'm saying? It might be weird, and I think I don't know. I think it might sound weird, but I don't know because I never heard it from like a white couple or anything like that.
Nah.
I just think it sound weird.
But okay. But then, like, what about? I'm gonna flip it. What about now? This is really cultural right here. Queen, yeah, it is. We said whatever, but this term I'm about to say is really black. So, you know, you're talking to a woman. You say, "Hey, sis." that's way more cultural than king or queen right there.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I agree. See, I feel like they're in the same ballpark though. Like I feel like even like on TV, I've never heard it like in a real situation, but like on TV, I've seen white people try to relate and say sis or whatever. That's strange.
It is strange.
It's strange, right?
It's really strange.
So for me, it falls in that same realm as, like, man, y'all ain't supposed to say this. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that y'all ain't supposed to, but man, y'all missing something when y'all say it. You know what I'm saying?
But look, it comes like with the culture. Like, remember when we were kids, right? New ebonics or slang, whatever you want to call it. You know, new words will come out. You know, the next thing you know, you hear it on TV or something like that. Then it's over with. You don't, you know, because it's mainstream, right?
Right.
So nowadays you got, you know, Instagram, TikTok, all these, and it's spreading faster, right? So you hear people that wouldn't normally say it when the whatever word or saying is hot, and they say it at the exact same time. Now it's like,
see, right? That's maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's still the same. Like, so the first time, like when you know it's over, is like when you see it on TV or something, because it hits your eardrum weird. Like if we talking and you over here. I don't even know. I'm trying to get like I can't think of like a real world example. Let's say we out and or you out and you hear somebody talking about a Martin episode or something. Just a group of black kids talking about Martin. You're like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even it's natural to you. You wouldn't even think twice about it. You seen a group of white kids. They was talking about they was doing Martin impressions or you know what I'm saying? Like an older security guard. Like talk about like it would hit your ear a little different. Like what? Like what they know about Martin? Like you know what I'm saying? It would just be a little bit different. Even though you know Martin is a cultural, it's a cultural thing, but it's like it was huge. You know what I'm saying? But it would hit your ears differently. At least make you perk up a little. Like you talking about Martin over there? Like you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but it hit my ears weird different.
Hey, I would most definitely agree with you on that point because I would be equally as weird. Hearing, a little white kid say Jerome wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or a little white kid come in like who's Roscoe, like doing a Roscoe impression. Like
or bruh man from the
you know what I'm saying? Like it would just be weird to me.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Let me see. So Chanel said, "Do you believe all black women are queens?"
Man, stop asking me like trick questions on air because it could be a right and wrong answer. But I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna take the high road. Hey, so what's your answer to that question?
I don't know, man. So I think that I think now that I think about it. This is what I think. My issue with the king and queen thing is like, so like back in Africa or whatever, right? Like way back, like you have kingdoms, like in different different countries, you have different tribes and kingdoms within like hundreds, thousands probably. You know what I'm saying? So the bloodline, like the lineage, would say that somehow, of course not everybody going to be a king, but somehow your chances of being a son of a king or like marrying
Prince, a king.
The coming to America, right? You know what I'm saying? Like where, like right. So Sammy never had a chance of being the king or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he just never had a chance at being the king, but. You still be like considered royalty in that way, but all that history got erased, right? So when you talk about like I guess white history or whatever, like Queen Elizabeth, she's 100 years old or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so, if you was in that bloodline, then you would be in that bloodline. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but nobody else in that country can be a king or a queen.
That's what I'm saying. So when I hear, it's gonna sound super racist, but when I hear like white people or the white king queen thing. Like, I'm like, are you really, or could you really be, or like, because if you would, wouldn't you be in the Queen Elizabeth bloodline? You know, you're a great grandkid. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know if that's the family you would want to be in right now.
No, and I agree with that too. So do I believe all black women are queens? I think the thing as a whole, like that was like the more scientific route what I was talking about.
Yeah. But what about metaphorically speaking though?
But right, I think as long as you hey, like Pimp C said, I wish I could find the clip. Like it's scrubbed from all of the internet. I'll try to find it earlier. He was talking about this is like Pimp C. He was talking about T.I. saying he was the king of the South and blah blah blah. And he said, man, as long as you doing king shit, you're a king. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're doing queen shit, whatever that may pertain to you and your household, as Erica said, I'm the queen of this castle. As long as you're doing queen shit, then you're a queen. That's how I look at it, like realistically. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that's various for different kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like the same thing for every single kingdom. As long as you're doing queen shit, then you're a queen. That's how I look at it, like ultimately.
All right, but would you say that some are queens and some are princesses?
No.
Or some are peasants? Would you say?
All or nothing. Queens or peasants. You know what I'm saying? And that go for any race. There's plenty of for just as many queens out there, there's plenty of peasants. It's the truth.
Looking up at the castle, looking stupid.
Trying to get the bloodline, man. You know what I'm saying? What could I do to get the bloodline?
But they can try to be a Megan.
A who?
Megan, ain't that her name?
Yeah, you could get it. Yeah, she'll never be queen ever. Like she ain't in the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? But they kid can. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about white people and like you know, all the other history been erased. So if you was in that line, you would have been in the bloodline.
Yeah. Now that you said that, you know, that the kid can.
Scientifically.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
Now it got me thinking, you know, as to why it was such rejection to their marriage, because you know, of course the queen, she's gonna die one day. Princess Diana, you know, she tragically died. So if they would have had a daughter,
yeah, she wasn't in the bloodline either. Like get her out of here too.
Man, that would have been she would have been the first. Yeah, nope. Yeah, they couldn't have had that.
Let me see. Regina, right, that's exactly. Let me see. Regina said, "No, I know she said my man makes me feel like a queen, but I always treat him like a king the way it should be. Then you're a queen then. You know what I'm saying? Then you're a queen." Chanel said, "Our species wouldn't exist without us." What do you mean? I mean,
scientifically, yeah.
Scientifically. I mean, what do you mean? Like, I don't know. Is that a deeper question or ask or whatever? I'm not sure. Regina said he always put me on a higher pedestal than him, but I say I appreciate everything he does for me. I feel we should be equals at home. Let's talk about that.
What equals at home?
Yeah, just equals in your relationship, equals at home.
But look, not every relationship is built on everything being equal. Some relationships, for example, you know, the guy, he could be the breadwinner. You know, the wife, she stays at home all day, handles stuff at home. But when it comes to money, he pays for everything. You know, financially, he's the financial supporter.
I think that's equal. If he's doing all the financial stuff and she's doing all the home stuff, I feel like that's equal. You don't think that's equal?
Yeah. You know, if you make it, like if you make enough money, then you're really not even thinking about it like that. But let's say you're dating, you know, you get engaged, you get married, you have kids. She says that, you know, she wants to quit her career to raise the kid until you get old enough and start going to school, and then she'll, you know, jump back in her career. But these, you know, 1 to 5 years before you hit preschool, kindergarten, she wants to be she wants to take care of them at home. And that 50-50 split financially turns to 100% split financially, but your finances was set up in order for that extra help. Now things have changed. So would a situation like that be a problem for you if you ran into it?
Yeah, of course. Of course it would. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, either we are set up for success in this way, and so you got a new addition to the family. So there's always going to be some rearranging somehow, some way, right? So whether that's who's going to take him or her to daycare, or like whatever, it's going to be some rearranging no matter how you look at it, right? So if we rearrange and we're like, oh, one job ain't going to be enough to cover the stuff we got to do, I understand. I would want to go to school too, or whatever the case is, but it ain't gonna be able to happen because we can't make it work. You know what I'm saying? If we could, then we would, but we can't. So you gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? Or start an OnlyFans at home. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we need more income. However you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Go donate blood or plasma or something, but we need more money.
Yeah, because that can be a total relationship shift.
So
a totally different dynamic, man.
Of course.
Like, y'all can potentially, get a divorce for some shit like that.
Money issues, man. One of my favorite songs. I rap it all the time. Go search it on YouTube. I might end the show with money issues tonight. I'm gonna end the show.
Banned. So we're gonna get banned.
No. I know the guy. I'll get the copyright. I can guarantee to get this copyright. All the other stuff, I can't. People watching policy like the video don't have no volume to it, man. You gotta watch it live. That's how you gotta watch it live. Chanel said it definitely depends on what you value. What do you mean by that? Because I just think that a partnership is a partnership. You know what I'm saying? So whatever just like we're talking about queens playing a role or whatever 50% of it is, or 100% of a relationship or whatever it is to you, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to worry about how it looks to somebody else, or worry about somebody else's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about that. You worry about yours and playing your role for what you and your partner need, and then you just go from there.
Well, let me ask you this though. The three different dynamics that I can think of is being equal partners. The king is the financial provider, or the roles are reversed, and the queen is the financial provider relationship. Which would you feel comfortable being in those three different scenarios?
I'm down with whatever. I mean, because I'm down with whichever, playing whatever role the king got to play, man. And you look at lions, right? Nigga, the lion, the king lion, nigga, he don't go out and hunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, the women are the breadwinners. When it's time to defend, that's when he get up and go do his thing and go back and lay down and let the women bring him food and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on. So I'm down with my woman being the breadwinner. I have no objection to that. Then I'll just have to play my role, whatever that is. So I'm cool with all three. But do the woman being the breadwinner, does that make you feel some type of way?
It could cause issues. Let's say, for example, you want to have your own money so you can buy stuff, right? So since you're not working, you got to ask your wife, can I have a couple of dollars so I can buy this soon to be Joe Biden banned product? She can say no. You know what I'm saying?
You just got a moped at home. Do we got any guys in the audience? Like, do any guys that's watching this or that's watching it later, be sure to comment. But do any of y'all have any problem with your woman being a breadwinner? Because I'm interested.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Would you have a problem with that? I would have a problem with asking for that money, like you just said, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Give me
that's what I would have a problem with.
Give me my own card, and then, you know what I'm saying, you just got to trust me to make good decisions, I guess. But to have to go ask for it, I don't want to do that either.
Like, she come home, she see you online shopping on Amazon, right, this and that. So when she say something like, I think you're spending too much. See, then that's when you have to get up and get a job.
That's when, exactly. That's when I'm like, well, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I need my own cash to better do like whatever I want to do. I agree.
Exactly.
So what do you think about kingdoms and queendoms or whatever? Like, it's called kingdom. Like, queendoms is not even a word. Like, it's not in the dictionary. But you gotta make it equal. So how do you feel about like women leading the household though? Like, about like not letting, like a power struggle, if you would. Like, how do you feel like that dynamic works when the queen, I don't want to say she want to be the king, but the queen want to be the leader and the king want to be the leader too?
It's not gonna work out good at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a good king, you can you can make it seem as though the queen is running shit, but you running it. You know, sometimes you got to take a step back and just, hey, you got this. So
I don't know.
But if you try to do, but when it's your turn to to take that role and doing whatever, and she won't let you do it, then it's gonna cause conflict.
But that's what I'm saying. So let's say you doing king shit, right? You're a king. You doing what you're supposed to be doing. You hardworking, family oriented, whatever it is for your kingdom, right? You doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yet she don't want to let go of those reins. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She don't want to let a king be a king. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be problems. Then I have to see, what's up with another princess and try to make her into a queen. So,
You said it, not me, for sure.
So I mean, hey, if that's how the relationship started, and I was, the king, but then you try to come in and take over my chop the king's head off, nah, this ain't gonna work out. I can't have you, Julius Caesar me, nah, plotting against me.
Right. Virginia said a man could just as easily say no if you ask for money. Hopefully, you're in a relationship that the other understands why and what you want. I agree with that, but I think historically, like looking at like society, whatever, like guys come home, put the money on the table or whatever, put the paycheck on the table, and the woman pay the bills or whatever. Like if that's the type of thing. Therefore, he don't know where the money going. He don't know how much the light bill is because he ain't paying those bills. So you could take money and buy whatever you need, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you want. But you are right about that. If the guys are so relevant, you could say no, but I think historically, I'm sure it's cases for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's cases for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like Virginia said, yeah, a guy can easily say no, but it's different. I say it's different to me.
Chanel said, or know your value, and be with someone who values what you bring to their energy. I don't know. Like, look, that's the power struggle, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm doing king shit in my relationship, and my queen is doing queen shit, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a leader, right? Everything have a leader. You got a leader of a church as your pastor. The leader of your life is supposed to be God or whatever. Like the leader at your job is the general manager or the CEO or whatever. Like everything needs a leader though, right? That don't mean that person make decisions without contacting the board of directors or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But that just means, but you got to have a leader though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody to make the executive decisions.
Yeah, to say like, okay, thanks for everybody's input. This is the stamp of approval on what we're going to do or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So without you doing that. And then, look, and I get it, right? So we're in the era of the independent woman, the I don't need no man era. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can support myself and all that stuff, and I get that, and I commend women who do it independently and take care of their kids by themselves and all of that good stuff. Like, I'm not even joking. Like I commend them on that because it's not easy and all of that good stuff. But when you are in a relationship or a marriage or whatever, like even so, if you get married, then I would think you believe in the Bible, and if you read the Bible, it talk about
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
People that get married don't. Not.
Look, no, I agree that people that don't believe in the Bible get married, but why are you getting married then? What's the point?
That's the thing to do. But I mean, people have non-religious ceremonies.
What's the point though? Like the point of marriage is a union between you, your wife, and God. Like it's a.
And the religious definition, yeah.
What's the not? Where else do you see marriage anywhere in text or whatever that's in a non-religious type of way?
In text?
Just where?
Like, what do you mean? Like
where?
Everywhere? Like, but like, what do you mean?
No, that's not to say that people don't get married all the time. I'm sure there's plenty of atheists that are married or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure of it. But but why? I don't understand why they do. Is what I'm saying.
Understand? Well, marriage is just a legally binding situation.
So if you just want to
come down to it, so if you want to, so when it comes,
just sign a piece of paper. Look, you don't got to get married. Just sign a piece of paper to say, "I'm your king, you're my queen," and just sign it. Like, so I just don't understand. Like, it's a religious tradition. Like, it's a religious based objective. Historically, I'm talking about. Of course, now, everybody get married and stuff.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to do some research on this because where did marriage start? That's yeah. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I don't got my computer up, but damn, that's I don't know where marriage starts, so I can't even say you're right, kind of right, or wrong. I don't even know. Like I have no. I can't even. I don't know. And if you go off the religious aspect of it, okay, you had Adam and Eve. Then they had some sons and some more kids, but I don't really remember them saying, okay, so now we created marriage or nothing. It was just you got Adam and Eve and they bonded. Like I don't even know. So this is I'm gonna have to do some research on this shit.
So I'm not just saying that I'm not saying that marriage. I'm not saying that marriage only came around with Christianity or what I'm saying like Hebrews and Greeks and stuff. I'm sure it go way further back and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that it's a union of a man and a woman and their spiritual being. I'm sure.
But look though, to bring it to a head, like you said, if you feel like you want to be with somebody forever, you don't got to get married.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's not going to be about being like if it's not going to be a religious thing, right? So let's say it's not religious or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you're not religious, then just sign a piece of paper to say we're together. You know what I'm saying? Like why go the legal route? You know what I'm saying? With a government that's not supposed to be in your marriage anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the government is gonna be all in your marriage for everything. You do your damn taxes, now you gotta file separately or together now. You can't even file single and shit.
You talk about like, if benefits are like health insurance, stuff like that. I get it. That's a purposeful legal way to be married. But other than that, like just for like I like you, you like me, just be together. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you got kids. The government can come in and take them kids anytime they want to. Man,
That's all I'm saying. Angel said a power struggle sounds like a relationship I wouldn't want to be in. Each person should be on the same team. I agree with that. But you still, she said, and respect each other, but with respect and love, I don't see a power struggle. I mean, it's a real thing. I promise I didn't pull this topic out of my butt. Like, I'm telling you, it's a real thing.
like I watched a video of an older black guy, and he was talking about, what saying don't get married. Like, I mean, be with somebody forever, but don't, sign, go down to the city hall and shit. Just be with that person, because then he talked about the legal aspect of putting your name on that paper. Because to get out of it, shit, you got to go to court.
Yeah,
forever.
Like, no, I ain't approving it, or whatever the case is. Like,
Then they could say, "Oh, this person get half," or they get the house, or the whole. Whereas if you didn't sign that paper and y'all broke up, and just your name on the house,
right?
You don't gotta worry about giving up shit.
So let me see. So Angel said people get married for the wrong decision. Some is just because they are supposed to, or tradition. I think so. I think that's what it comes down to. I just don't. If you're not even going to be religious, I just don't know what's the point. That's all I'm saying is I don't know what's the point if people. If you're not religious, then you got so many more different options. Like, you just be together forever. Like, you don't have to go in front of God or church or a hall or any of this stuff, and like, just be in love. Then that's all I'm saying. Regina said to Angel, I've seen people get married because one didn't have any money to support themselves, so it was a way out. Damn.
Yeah. Well, check out what's that?
Damn.
90 Days to Wed or some shit. That show where they meet the people on from overseas somewhere. And,
90 Day Fiance or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I don't watch TV.
And they doing it just for that. Some of them doing it just for the green card.
It seems that way every single time. Like, I don't know why these people don't. I don't know. I think it's just TV, man. Like, TV is just, it would be so ridiculous. Like, cause
ridiculously fake.
I don't even want to get into it. Like, I just watch
scripted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it gotta be scripted, man. Like, cause it almost never works out. You know what I'm saying? These people get famous or popular for no reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird.
From drama. Just call it drama.
It's just TV. It's reality TV, which we all know reality TV is not real. Chanel said, you manifest your reality. You could be in a relationship with someone that knows where they want to be, without it having to be a leader. You're in charge, or your reality.
What kind of relationship is that, though?
Yeah, like I
just. It's like you got nobody that, man. I don't know. Somebody got to be leading in something, or not even leading, just take charge in something. I don't know, in a relationship, something, because.
I just, like, you know what I'm saying. So, like.
But some people aren't leaders, though. So
I guess, like, so maybe I can't even talk. Like, maybe this is a topic for just like the married people. So for you, not saying y'all got a power struggle or anything at the top, but do you feel like you are the leader of your household without trying to get you in trouble?
Of course, but we may have people that try to object. But like we said earlier, hey, it comes with the territory. So
I don't know. I don't know why. It seemed like women, and if I'm wrong, please let me know. But it seemed like people take that as a like as a slight to them, saying that you following your husband, like the husband is the head of the household or whatever, leader. You know what I'm saying? That you following him or you're walking side by side to him or whatever the case is. Like that, this don't mean that you know what I'm saying, he in your way. This just mean that he's the leader for the house as a man or whatever. And maybe that's just historically, like maybe we got it all wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I would think that I don't know. I just don't want women to think. I don't think it's a slight, and maybe I feel that way because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm.
like, it's not necessarily a slight, but if I mean, me knowing me and me knowing you, it's like we're not. That's the mentality, is to be the leader, the king, whatever the situation. So I can't, so that's how you feel. But like I said, you got to know how to, even as a king, I know how to play your position. So
of course, that don't mean that you know what I'm saying, I make all the decisions without. I don't know. However you want to break it down. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that your opinion means nothing or that your feelings mean nothing. As the queen, you know what I'm saying?
Because you're the queen, you're the right hand woman. So
right. I don't know. I feel like women take it personal. You know what I'm saying? They Michael Jordan situation. I took it personal. Just said power struggle all over. Power struggle all over, especially if kids are involved. Oh, that's like divorce talk. Yeah, for sure. No question about that. Angel said in an unhealthy relationship, possibly. Yeah, I think that's divorce talk. Like when it's all over, yeah, of course it's a power struggle. Who can outdo who, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get the kids or whatever.
And it'd be crazy hearing stories.
Oh, dude, I feel bad for those kids.
Like they turn the kids into spies, basically.
And you know, parents are manipulative. They use the kids' love against them. Oh, did your dad have anybody over here? You know what I'm saying?
And they use that in court to say, we're still married and he messing with somebody else.
Right.
It's crazy. No, we separated, but you might not be legally separated, so it can be used against you because you signed your name on that legal contract.
Right, exactly. Angel said, "I love." Look, and look for all y'all people. I'm gonna get to all y'all comments, and for all y'all disagreeing or whatever. Like, it's a reason that the woman takes the man's last name, right? Right. Like, so you got to be like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, but some of them, they have it hyphenated.
My mom got her hyphenated, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's a ridiculous thing, man. I'm talking about historically. I'm not talking about each individual marriage or person or group. I'm talking about historically. It's a reason why the woman gives up her last name and gets the man's last name. And just that I'd love our lovely husband to be I'd love, I think she mean, for my husband to be the head of household. And that don't mean just financially when y'all filing taxes, just the head of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So they'll say, but where did you get man should be the head? The Bible.
But it's 2021. It could be somebody listening to this episode that's being triggered right now about about your what do they call it? What's the term that they use to describe men?
Mansplaining,
like toxicity. It's some word that they use. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the movement like that. But it's like you gotta desensitize everything about being yourself. And I can understand some things, you know what I mean? But would it just something simple as what we're talking about right now, being a man should be head of the household, is a triggering, like that should be the title forget kings and queens.
Trigger warning.
Like put men should only be the head of the household. Like we go viral before we go to bed if we put something like that. Man.
Let me see. Erica said, I think sometimes, depending on circumstances, there can be a power struggle within a relationship sometimes. How so, Erica? Like, what potential circumstances do you think could create a power struggle?
I got one or two because I want to be equal. You know, a man making all the money in the household, or a woman making all the money in the household, or they both working and the man makes a little bit more, so he feels entitled, or the woman make a little bit more, so they feel entitled to make decisions about the household, where the money should go, etc.
Yeah, I think those are two really good examples. Everybody J said, I think most times that's the cause when others don't value their husband. Yeah, that could very well be, and it might not even be like a malicious thing, like that you're doing it on purpose. But it could be like you're so used to, or you feel like you have to do this, you know what I'm saying? And just so happen you ruining, you know what I'm saying, another situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And because you might not be doing it on purpose, I'm sure most wives wouldn't be stepping on their husband's toes on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna assume that they wouldn't be, but that don't mean that you aren't doing it on accident, you know what I'm saying? And then that creates a struggle at the top for who's making decisions, you know what I'm saying, and who's it just can create all type of division. And it might not necessarily be like rise to the level of divorce or anything, but definitely some kind of friction, you know what I'm saying? Definitely some kind of friction.
Yeah.
Chanel said, it seems like the power struggle is with the man. I digress. Yes, but it only happens when women, like if a man is allowed to be the head of the household or the leader, then there's no struggle. The struggle happens when women be like, nah, I could do it better. And look, I'm also not saying that if your man is not doing the stuff, if your king is not doing king shit, then you have the right for sure. And I'll back you 100,000% to take over the role of being the leader. If he's not doing the stuff leaders should be doing, you know what I'm saying, whether that's financially providing money and stuff, whether that's, cleaning the house, you know what I'm saying, if he a house husband or whatever, and he ain't doing what he's doing as far as cleaning the house, like, you know what I'm saying, it's you well within your means to make something shake. I'm with that 100%. But if he's doing king shit, let the king be the king. Regina said, I'm not going to out in my family who this is, but their husband is the king of the house. Anything he says is right, even when it's clearly wrong. It drives me crazy. Hey, that's her king that she's choosing, man. She chose him.
Hey, let me ask you this though. Okay, it's cool being the king of the household as a man, but like Regina said, he's never right about anything. It seemed like she can't do anything at all in the house, or financially want to do it. It don't seem like she can do anything. So, is that being a king?
If she let him do it, yeah.
But what I'm talking about your opinion though. Do you think that's a good situation?
Oh, it's not. It's a terrible situation, but yeah, I think he's been the king. He's taking care of all the responsibilities. I mean, hey, so first off, mistakes and being wrong happen. You know what I'm saying? But if you doing, your responsibility that's bestowed upon you or that you took, then yeah. Now, if Regina, he might be wrong, but she likes it. If she didn't, she would leave or something. I'm not saying like it's that simple. I don't know if they got kids, whatever the case is. But if she felt like she was being wrong or that she wasn't able to, that she wasn't a partner, then she should have been left and she should leave. No, you know what I'm saying? There's still a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely still a partnership. It should never be a one-way street. But, if he's checking all the boxes as far as taking care of the household, providing, not just financially, but emotionally or physically, like whatever the case is, and clearly she ain't leaving, then he must be doing king shit, man. I feel like it's a terrible situation, but is he doing king shit? Yeah.
Me, personally, like as far as stuff around the house, decorating, I don't give a fuck about none of that. That's not my thing at all. I don't care. But when it comes to something that I think like should happen, but it's not necessarily doesn't necessarily look good. Like for example, like I wanted to frost my front door. My front door is glass or whatever. You can see right in the house. That's a problem for me. So of course it's not aesthetically pleasing, but I don't want nobody looking at me, from the street, at all. So, she didn't want it. I wanted, so I made an executive decision to do it anyway, because I'm not thinking about the aesthetics. I'm thinking about the privacy and security, about not having nobody just have direct access from.
You're thinking about protecting your kingdom, and she's like, let's decorate the kingdom.
Yeah. Because I know it doesn't look, quote unquote, good, even though it's just frosted, some frosted glass, you know what I'm saying? But of course, if we was living in the country, I wouldn't really trip, because it ain't like we got neighbors all around. Right. We living in a city. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot been going on, so.
Let's just frost it just enough, and then we all just keep enough for so y'all can look out, like a peephole or whatever. So
yeah,
you can't see from the streets. You know what I'm saying? They walk up to your door because they can see in, but they shouldn't be that close anyway. And then y'all can see out.
Right, and then if somebody comes to the door, you can easily look, at the camera and see who it is, easily.
Right. So let me see. So Ebony said to Chanel, "What do you mean, according to the Bible, that's the order?" Oh, she's talking about who said the man should be the leader. She grew up in the church. I'm sure she knows. Regina said, "Not always taking his last name. Just saying, my friend wanted to rid of his piece of shit family and was happy to take his wife's name. Yes, most of the time I understand. I'm on the fence though. Now that I have a son, I don't want to separate our names." Yeah, I think that's extenuating circumstances though. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I like there's been plenty of examples where a kid will have a name of their dad or whatever because things gonna work out, or that's just the thing to do. And then later on, you just change the kid's name. I got people in my family that just change the name completely. Like, so there's nothing connecting that piece of shit dad to the kid. Like, there's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And then, it's nothing. When you turn 18, you can just change your name back. It's easy to change your name. It ain't, but the name don't even really mean nothing. Like, for example, my wife, she could have took my last name, but we got passports, and we didn't want to have to go and renew passport. So it's like,
that's also a extenuating circumstance. Because I know, like, if you remember, like in high school, a bunch of teachers would get married, but they would keep their same name because it's on their teacher certificates and wherever you need to be a teacher, all that stuff.
So look, I remember I went to pay for something, and it was her card. Dude gonna say, well, no, I can't accept this because y'all don't have the same last name. I was like, we don't gotta have the same fucking last name. Like, and of course, if you look at her last name and my last name, it's like, no way.
Yeah. Y'all just definitely for sure. Erica said, I was a grown woman coming from a different background than my husband before I got married. Who would know that if I hadn't hyphenated my name? What? I was a grown woman coming from a different background than my husband before I got married. Who would know that if I hadn't hyphenated my name? I understand. I get it. Like I said, it's reasons to do it. But historically, y'all talking about, hey, cut it out. Y'all talking about each individual situation. Of course, there's always an exception. I was talking about historically, generally, the populace says you take the man's name. Of course, not everybody. Like I said, my mom's last name is hyphenated, and I think it's stupid. At the time, I didn't know no better because I was young. But as I got older, like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? It didn't make no sense to me. Andrew said, I'm old fashioned. I believe in the money pot. We go together, not keep score. And with that too, I'm all about credit card roulette, all that good stuff, equality. Ebony J said, good leaders incorporate the views of the people they are leading. Good leaders don't have to use power. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But then when somebody else come up and be like, I'm making the decision now, you're like, wait a minute, I'm the decision maker. I'm taking into everything you say into account, but I'm the decision maker. Now I'm
trying to overthrow the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm making a decision now. Like, no, you're not making a decision now. Like, then it becomes a power
war. It becomes war.
I'll make a decision now. No, you're not.
Right, like I could see if your wife came, like, I want to, but they should already be making decisions. They already show you a bad leader. But if they had to come to you and say, "Well, I want to start making decisions about everything now," and you immediately, well, I totally said that shit wrong. Let me go back. Yeah. If she comes to you and says, I want to help make this decisions in the household, that's way better than saying, I want to run shit in this household now, so it's a way to talk to people. But like Regina said, like do handle everything. And when she wants to put any type of input in, it's no.
It ain't working. To that, Erica said, "Oh no, hell no, that's controlling." It's not enough for that.
Hey, you ever notice when like if you hear a woman talking and somebody say, well, they won't, they won't allow me to. They don't like me doing that, or they won't allow me doing that, or something. Like the next response from the woman be, he won't let you do what?
Oh yeah, like an independent woman or whatever.
Yeah,
somebody
a rally.
Yeah,
it's like a rallying cry. They all get hyped up. Yeah. Like what? He want you to do? He won't let you do some stupid shit. You are independent. You can do whatever the hell you want to. Man.
Like Ebony J said, man, nobody's all wrong. And to her, he must be right, or he would leave. And like I said, I'm not saying it like it's just that easy. Like you just up and leave, and kids make it complicated and all this stuff. But if you wanted to leave, you felt like the situation wasn't correct, you would find a way to leave. Like you wouldn't stick around with it for years on years on years. You would find a way. I don't care if that's pension money from him, from the account, small sums of money, saving your money, or going to get a job and making your own way, or buying your own car somehow, or moving with family. You know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of wives that leave their husband and move in with their sister. One of my sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of that stuff. So if you felt like, or I'm sorry, Regina, if your family member felt like he was wrong all the time, and they wanted to leave, they would have did so. Erica said, the woman is the neck. He's the head, but who controls the head?
Shit.
Yeah, but where is the mouth at?
Some people don't got no neck.
Yeah. but where's Erica? Where's the mouth at to say this is the decision that we've made?
Right. The brain is where the head is at.
Look, he might have to say it like this because the woman, like, I don't like the decision, so I'm gonna put a crick in your neck. But he's still the head of the household and say, I don't care. We're going to Red Lobster. I asked you 3 times, you couldn't tell me we're going to eat, so we're going to Red Lobster.
No, but that's a good king right there. She said that the neck control the head, but in all actuality, the brain control the neck. So he just making a scene, like doing some work.
Just doing a puppet. You just being a puppet.
Like she wants to lean to the left now. All right, I guess not.
Erica said, "Who holds the head up?" Exactly. So the head must take into account what the neck is saying. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he's gonna have a crick in his neck. Nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying?
No one.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The brain controls everything. You know what I'm saying? And the mouth is what actually makes the decisions. It says, "This is it." You know what I'm saying? So, I get what you're saying, but thanks for backing up my argument. Erica said to B, what about compromising? Why not put up a curtain?
The curtain was I remember we talked about it, but it wasn't. She most definitely didn't like the curtain, so I was like, cool. And I ain't like it either, so it wasn't like I was trying to push for that. But then she was talking about the light. She wanted the lights to still go through. So I'm like, well, the frosted situation still lets 95% of light in.
I was just reading ahead in the comments, and we about to make Erica. She about to leave. She ain't gonna never come back to us. Regina said, "I'm getting there, Erica." Regina said, she said, no, that's not doing king shit. She has to build up his failures to make him feel like the idea isn't so bad. His work colleagues know how he is and constantly drag him. The Bible thing is why her husband is the leader of the house. So she's enabling him. I feel like what's my man that we kind of laughed at? Curtis Samuels, what's his name?
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels or whatever. Yeah, I feel like him. Like, no, she's enabling him, to keep making bad decisions by saying, "Oh no, that wasn't a bad idea. This, certain stuff just happened, and now that's why it came out bad. Like, it wasn't a bad idea. Like, it's got to understand, that was a terrible idea, but let's think together. Let's put two heads together and come up with a better idea." She's enabling him. Like, that's not a good thing either.
Hey, don't attack our top listeners and top fans. Don't say, look, you the reason.
You the reason, yeah. Hey, I all that do with an apology too from what I said on the last show, because I finally watched like some full phone calls.
He a legend.
Yeah, he's funny and he makes some very good points. I'm not saying I agree with everything you say, but he makes some very good points, and when y'all listen, not just the clips of him being ruthless, because he do be getting ruthless sometimes, but listen to a whole phone call and just listen to what he's saying. And I'm not saying that he's respectful and all that good stuff. I mean, he called everybody ma'am, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. So I'm just saying that, just listen to a full phone call before you make a decision on him, because I did the same thing. Oh, cause an apology for real.
Yeah, he just be giving them hard truths. And
look.
He got to keep repeating himself.
It's the anti-Patrice O'Neal, man. I love it. Like, Patrice O'Neal got this joke where he's talking about women they think of something, they just say it. Like, there ain't no filter. It come from their gut and they just say it. Like, they don't got no filter, they just say it. They don't think about it, they just say it, be hurtful, all this stuff. Like, guys can't do that. Like, guys they think of it in their gut, then they go to their head for some processing, then they go to their heart for some refinement, and then they say it. Like, but that's like a shell of what I originally was going to say. Because what I was going to say was harsh, like that hurts your feelings, that make you cry. Like what I was originally going to say, like I had to edit myself. This nigga is the complete opposite. Like he's like, "Hey, it's you. You're clingy. Oh, hey, ma'am, I'm getting clean by you. Like no one wants that, It's just crazy, man."
Oh man.
Chanel said, "Who wrote the Bible though? Accounts and events, but yeah, man twisted the Bible." For sure, no question about that. I can't argue that point at all. Erica said, marriage is a team effort. The head doesn't work without the neck, and the neck doesn't work without the head. That's not true, because you can be paralyzed from the neck down and still say, "Hey, I want potatoes tonight for dinner." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're paralyzed from the neck down, the head still works. Erica, don't leave. Don't leave yourself forever. I didn't mean it in a mad way. Regina said, Okay. He said we're not celebrating Mother's Wait a minute. I didn't read I got to read the rest of it, but this nigga said we're not celebrating Mother's Day. That all right, dude kind of harsh, man.
Damn.
He said we're not celebrating Mother's Day.
He said her day is completely gone. We celebrating my day.
Yeah.
we ain't celebrating you.
I gotta read the rest of it.
Yeah, she down there, down there a peasant. She like Cinderella.
Yeah. Wait a minute. She said, okay. He said we're not celebrating Mother's Day. It isn't in the Bible. Guess what? Father's Day rolls around. Father's Day rolls around. They celebrate it. I know I stay out of it because it isn't my business. It still drives me nuts though. Yeah, that's just like a terrible, completely unhealthy relationship, man. Like it's a really bad situation. That's really bad. Regina, I mean, Angel to Regina said, "My goodness, I always say though she picked them or she chose to stay. It's sad, but it's true for sure." Erica said, "Oh, hell no." Yeah, that's bad, man. And Regina said, I don't feel bad. She won divorce because she felt like it's against the Bible. I questioned his decision making. His mouth dropped and was completely a deer in headlights. You could tell he's never tested. Yeah, that's a terrible. It's a kingdom. It's a terrible one though. When you ain't taking into account what the people around you are saying, it's a terrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Ebony J said, "Well, she's the problem," which is true. Anders said, "God should be controlling the head." He is, but you know what we're saying. So God, of course, should be the head of your life, the leader of your life. That's why marriage, you come together, and God is the leader of that, and then your husband is the head of the household, and then so on and so forth. The same way at church, God is the leader of the church, and then you have a head of the church. It's a pastor. Like it's just what it is.
Yeah, it becomes a problem when the congregation wanna be the preacher.
Like, if the preacher up there, I'm like, no, I'm preaching today. They're like, what? Like, no, I'm preaching today. Like, nigga, sit down. Like, what are you talking about? Sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want to be the preacher, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. That's where the power struggle come in, or the elders get into it with the pastor because they, you know, whatever the situation is. But it's all, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is that you have to have a leader, a head, and then you go from there. Regina said, "What's worse? Is it teaching two sons to treat future women?" Yeah. Yes. You're 100,000,000,000% right. And the kids watch that, and man, and it's bad for the next generation. You know, hopefully they won't, fall into it that deep. You know what I'm saying? Or hopefully they'll feel sympathy for their mom, and then go from there. But that's not set in stone. Ebony J said, to Chanel's point, the Bible says a lot. People pick and choose what they want to stick to. That's true too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's right. Regina said, yes, they cut and pasted for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the kids might be in trouble down the line.
Like, some Christians see, you gotta be, God like Jesus like, but at the same time, forget that, man, like we sin probably every minute of the day we sin it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you got Christians that walk around and act holier than what is that? Holier than thou, whatever. No, I'm saying it wrong, whatever. But yeah, they act holier than other people. So people take what they want to.
I agree. Eric said, Kevin Samuel says New Age women got it wrong. Possibly. I'm not a what did I say he was, a relationship specialist or counselor, or
I don't even know if he got his credentials.
I don't know if he do either. I don't know if he do either.
If he do, his license will be revoked.
License. A license. Yeah, I don't know. But some women who give them a chance and actually listen to what they say, I'm gonna try it in my relationship, and just see what happens. Because clearly, if you have certain issues, it might not work. New age women or the modern woman, I think I did see some of the videos. He had like a whole long thing. I didn't watch it all, but he made some good points. He made some points that I think I don't agree with. I can't really remember. Everybody said these niggas got it wrong too. I agree. Because they don't be doing king shit. I agree with you 100%. 100%. I just be looking like, man, like, why are you with this dude? Like, this clown guy. Like, why? Like, why? Like, what is happening?
Like, no one knows why. So
why do that to yourself? Like, I don't understand. Man, that's all I got, man. I love this conversation. We could talk about that. Y'all want to talk about the modern woman? We could talk about the modern woman in a couple weeks.
The modern woman is different. The traditional 60s, stay at home, making pancakes and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, cleaning. Come home, hand me my newspaper, turn on my TV.
Put my whiskey next to my seat, and
yes. And don't talk to me until I'm done with my entertainment. I just got home from work.
Bring the TV tray up with my food. So look, I don't even think as far as like I don't know. I have to go watch it, or Erica, if you can elaborate more, and just let me know, and we'll put some thought into it. But I don't want to say New Age women got it wrong, but like I said, before y'all hate him or me, just go listen to some of his full, like a complete form. It usually like 15 minutes or so. Just go listen to one and listen to what the woman said that they want or what they feel like they're entitled to. And then he has some women that they be married already and they just be giving their thoughts and stuff. And he said something. I think something I said earlier about whatever. I just go listen to it. I think he on Instagram. I don't know what his tags and stuff is, but I'm sure it'd be easy to find. Just go or YouTube. Just go find it and just listen a little bit. So, I mean, the modern world, not woman. I don't know. Yeah, but all right. I'm gonna send you a video tonight then. Erica said, which does not shock me. She said he blames women though, which does not shock me.
Oh, Kevin Samuels. I mean, he's not really blaming women. He blaming like. Look, he put the type. It was an actual woman that he put on his page. That's he will qualify as that wife material, and she was educated, successful, etc. But then you have a woman come on there talking about why they can't get a man. He'd be like, "Excuse me, ma'am." Turn your camera on. Let me see you. They turn the camera on and be like, okay, I get it now. As I told you earlier, men are based upon, we're visually, like what we see visually. I'm looking at you. You're not even you're not attractive at all. You're probably about a 4, 6, maybe. Like he go in, but he's telling the truth though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like none of the people I've seen that he been talking about. He been, just being an asshole.
And look, and the ones that are, what he consider attractive or whatever. Like he don't never say nothing about that part. It usually be something else like, well, you clingy or you don't have no. You know what I'm saying? You don't have you. He made a decision to not talk to you, and you could have made the same decision. But you didn't, and he did. He got the right to not talk to you anymore. And she was hurt, and she was like, but I want to be friends." He's like, he don't want to be friends. Like he left. He stopped talking to you. He don't want to be friends with you. Like why? Like you like, ma'am, you coming off as clingy now, and it's not attractive. It's so funny, man. Every day said it was different than when I had my son. I was home for 3 months, so I held the house down. But the moment I went back to work, we're splitting responsibility, and that's why. But that's for your kingdom or whatever,
Right, but it was an understanding, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get back on your feet, it's gonna be, Now, but just imagine if that agreement, was broken, and once you went back to work, you wanted to be the same. You wanted to put that money in your pocket, go shopping or something. Then it's gonna be conflict in the kingdom. You're gonna meet at the round table. Maybe it gets resolved, or maybe y'all go to war.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Virginia said, "I'm already mostly out of things like that, being an unmarried mother." It's talking about that book. And talking about the book from the 50s. Yeah, I mean, society changed. And I blame women for certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like relationships. Some relationship stuff. Like I say, guys talk to women the way they do because it works. And if it didn't work, if women came together and said, we're not going to take this shit no more, guys would have to find a different, better, more respectful way to talk to women. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
it worked. Clearly
like,
it worked.
Just to piggyback off your point, you know, it used to be you talk to women, you'd be real nice, gentlemen. You know, that's where courting came from. Then all of a sudden, the courting died. Why? Because you try to be nice, nice and talk to a woman, be a gentleman, and they dog you. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the guys who talk crazy and they just be bagging women left and right. So it's so that courting went out the window.
So then, like Regina said, the kids looking, or the younger cousin looking like, damn, here I am spending all this time being nice and buying drinks, and all I had to do was, say some disrespectful shit, and I get the phone number. Well, I'm gonna say disrespectful stuff too, and then it goes down the line, because I guarantee that women say nobody hitting nothing, unless we respect it. And dudes are like, oh, in order to hit, I gotta say something respectful. I'm gonna be respectful. That's what it is. So I blame women when they talk about chivalry and all this stuff. Yeah, I blame women. It is the modern world and society, but women are the driving force for men's actions when it comes to relationship and courting and all of that stuff.
Hey, so I remember reading a thread and people were talking about reasons why you stop talking to a person. And this one girl said on the first date.
That is why, Ebony J. Go ahead.
On the first date, dude didn't open the door for her or something, and she immediately turned around, hopped back in her car, and left. Like, is that petty, or is that, she was putting out that expectation that she wants to be, she wants him to be chivalrous to her.
But did she say that?
She probably didn't. But
right. So you got to at least give them a chance to say, why y'all talking or whatever before y'all go on the first date or whatever. Like, this is the type of, I would think, this is the type of, guy I'm looking for, or this is what I look up to, or whatever. Like something, you gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? You at least gotta give him a chance. It's like the dude that didn't buy the girl kid at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he ain't a gentleman because he ain't buy my kid McDonald's. Like, nigga, you a mom cook. Anyway. And Angel said, I blame environment. Regina said, well, I've been told you both things about me on how I've let men treat me. Well, now I'm a very strong woman. I'm not a man hater, but I'm pretty good at smelling a line of crap. I would totally call them out on it. As you should. Because being deceitful and all that stuff, that's not king shit. If they ain't doing king shit, then call them out on it. Don't be an enabler. Like, don't do that, because you're only making it worse for yourself, the people around you, the kids potentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be an enabler. If they wrong, like, you wrong. And then if people like, I'm not wrong, y'all go to court, not literal court, but y'all go to the table, like Byron said, and y'all hash it out. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all go to war. Like Ebony J said, we're going to war. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna end y'all with this money issue song. I swear it's like one of my favorite. Like, it's kind of like a negative song. It's about breaking up for money issues, or how money issues get in trouble.
Hey, but that's the top reason, with people breaking up. So,
and it's a song that stemmed from a real situation that happened to my man. So, it's coming from a place of like experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad, kind of sad or whatever, but it's so good though that I listen to it even when I'm feeling good. It's just a good song. So y'all stay safe out there. No show next week.
Happy Easter.
Tune in for politics Wednesday. No politics the following week. So y'all be without us for a while. But we appreciate y'all stopping by. Go show some love to Conversations with Ebony J, her podcast, her Facebook page. Thanks for tuning in with us. Salute to the city as always.
As always, and remember to own your own. I really don't have much to say after that. He said it all. Check all the links. I mean, not check all the links. Check all the Spotify and Apple Music and Google Podcasts if you want to listen to this again. or just come back on our Facebook. But yeah, on your own, and y'all be safe. We'll catch y'all next time.
Oh yeah, in Ohio, get that vaccine if you can. It's important. Go ahead and do it. All right, we out here. Y'all be safe. Audio.
This one issue, the truth is so disguised, and you've been wondering what to do. Nothing's no longer guided. What you had is one issue, the truth is so disguised, and you've been wondering what to do. Many through the hardest of times can sustain the strain, same mind. Why let this issue be the battleground for you and me? Sometimes the winds of change turns love into a game that brings it down to uncertain rules. It seems that we're not the same. We were more than gifts and dreams. Like a chance, we were more. Never ever let it go. Why would we destroy and ruin what we have for sure? Many disagreements between us has brought us down to the floor. You have this one, you know it's true, yeah you do. The truth is so discarded. You've been wondering what to do. Life's no longer guided. I say so discarded. This song is we have money issues, money issues.